नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Mahans, Sri Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, Sarvangnapeta Yajamans, Kartas, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Paramashiva's message directly from Sri Kailasa. These 4 words which I am explaining: ontology, eschatology, epistemology, axiology of Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Prajnana, Paramashiva Vijnana. Understand these 4 words. I'll repeat: ontology, eschatology, epistemology, axiology of Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Prajnana, Paramashiva Vijnana. The ultimate Paramashiva Jnana getting mapped to your Prajnana, consciousness, and expressing as Vijnana, reality. Understand? One of the important revelation the field of ontology, Paramashiva ontology, listen. Learn to live without coming to a fanatic, rock-solid conclusions till enlightenment. Listen. The binary logic constantly teaches you have to come to a conclusion to start living your life, and once you start building your life based on some conclusions, it becomes very difficult for you to upgrade yourself or further growth. It becomes like a catch-20 situation. Binary logic, by its very existence, makes you pygmy consciously. Consciously you are destroyed. Because of the very nature of the binary logic, which pushes you, makes you believe, do not act, do not make decisions till you come to conclusion. Listen. But in multidimensional logic, Nyaya Vaiseshika, come to certain cognition and start acting. When upgraded cognitions present itself in front of you, learn to raise the cognition. Understand? That is the beauty of the Hindu tradition. That is why changing even your God is allowed in Hinduism. You can start worshipping Ganapati in your life as Ishta Devata. Suddenly one day maybe some guru inspires you, or some temple you see, or some dream you see, suddenly you have a revelation, and you feel strongly connected to Subramanya, and you move to Subramanya, Ganapati will not become angry. Be very clear. I am assuring, after getting permission from Ganapati, he will not be angry. Don't worry. In Hindu tradition, gods wait for you to experience godliness. Gods are anxious about you becoming enlightened, you becoming Paramashiva, ultimate, Parandama, Parabrahma. They don't have jealousy or a problem. Understand? That's why the Hindu tradition is very clear. The level of binary logic, the level of multidimensional logic, where the existence, its way of acting and reacting are all absolutely different. For example, a binary logical man will always be anxious that no one should get into his position. But the multidimensional logic, Nyaya Vaiseshika, space, gods, they wait for you to become them. They are anxious for you to become them. And they enjoy when you ask. I tell you one thing. This is one important secret. Whenever somebody says, Swamiji, I only want you, either in Dayal Davatar or some boon or something, you will see a wide smile in my face. If you want to put a wide smile in my face, ask this as a boon. Swamiji, I want only you. I tell you, when somebody want to become me, come to my space, come to my state, even come to my seat, I don't feel jealous about them. I only feel, wow, come on, I have one more person, let me make the seat. I have made thousands of seats already. I am only searching for you guys to come and occupy my seat. Gods are not jealous. Gods are not angry. Gods are not disturbed. If you evolve to their space, actually gods are waiting for you to evolve to their space. Parandama is waiting for everyone to reach Paramapada. Paramashiva is waiting for everyone to reach Paramashivatva. Parabrahman is waiting for you to invoke him in you. The most sweetest word Parabrahman wants to hear is Aham Brahmasmi. You declaring, I am Brahman, oh God, I am Parabrahma. Paramashiva is waiting for you to declare, hey, Paramashivoham. Understand this. Understand this truth. Your cognition suddenly evolves and connects with Muruga, and you start going to Muruga more. You start go to Murugan temple more, connecting with Muruga more. Ganapati will not be angry. All the spiritual connection you had with Ganapati is moved to the form of Muruga. The whole thing gives you the result. It is like a cumulative result. For example, if you prayed to Ganapati 100 hours and had a feeling connection, 100 unit, now suddenly you started moving to Subramanya, not only Ganapati will not be angry, that whole 100 hours of spiritual practice at the 100 unit will become cumulative effect. It will be added to your Subramanya sadhana. understand one thing. Evolving in cognitions is absolutely celebrated in multidimensional logic. This is one of the most important truth. Ontology of Paramashiva in Paramashiva ontology, there is no space for jealousy, there is no anxiety, there is only one thing. If gods are anxious, they may be anxious for you to become them, you to realize oneness with them. That's all. Understand? I am an insider. And I am responsible for what I am talking, because when you reach Kailasa and when they are interviewing you, whatever you speak, I am responsible, because you will show the Kantamala, this guy taught me all this. They should not put black mark on me. They should not say, hey, stop visa for all the fellows who are coming with this Kantamala. That kind of mess up should not happen. So I am responsible for your visa and your residency and your green card and your passport in Kailasa and your citizenship in Kailasa. So the moment you say, Swamiji taught me, this guy taught me that here nobody is jealous and everyone is waiting for me to become Paramashiva, they say, yes, you are right. This fellow, I know, is our representative. He told you the right thing. Come on, you can come in. Not only your visa, your permanent residency is approved, and go inside, collect your passport for Kailasa. I am responsible for what I am teaching you. Understand? All my integrity to Paramashiva, all my integrity to Kalabhairava, I am teaching you these great secrets. In Kailasa, there is no jealousy, I am telling you. Suddenly, you declare, I am Paramashiva. Even if you are less qualified to declare that, Paramashiva will only feel, come on, let me teach this fellow how to become more qualified, that's all. He will not have the fundamental problem of, hey, you dare to declare you are Paramashiva. No. He may only say, hey, come on, my boy, you are Paramashiva, no doubt. Just correct in this position, that position, in that understanding, in this cognition, alter your cognition, that's all. Come on, come up, become me. That's all. I tell you, fundamentally there is no difference. For example, my love, I tell them, hey, keep 81 jata. Keep nice Rudrakshmala. Wear Basma. Please understand. If I myself don't wear Basma, don't wear Rudraksha, don't have Jata, and then tell you, you can say, oh, he's torturing me with a long Jata, with all this ash and everything. No. See how I am enjoying, not only wearing, how I am holding. Suma jill irukambare. How I am holding myself, see. If I am wearing and I am carrying all this so beautifully and then asking you to wear, it is sharing my very space, my very self. I tell you, whether the state of Paramashiva, unclutching, or space of Paramashiva, completion, or powers of Paramashiva, is such a sweet, cute giver. He's like a kid. Any real kid, the moment he gets some sweet toys or anything, he will only try to get his friends also and start sharing. It is stupid adults who teach them, hey, you eat first. I have seen these old ladies in villages. Hey, you eat first and wipe your hands, clean it up, and then go out. Nobody else should see. It's spoiled adults who teach. You eat, you eat. First lesson my Gurukul kids should learn. Eat only after sharing. Anything you get. Marundayinum virundombivun. Even if it is a medicine, share with everyone and eat. Because in those days, medicines used to be such good thing and no side effect, you can share with everyone. Nowadays, you cannot share medicine because it becomes poison for others. Those days, the medicines, even medicines used to be such auspicious thing. It will not have any side effect. You can share with anyone. I have seen my gurus, when they make Siddha medicines, Ayurvedic medicines, they will make a ball and swallow and see. Because in Ayurveda and Siddha, either effect or no effect, but no side effect. That's the beauty of Ayurveda and Siddha. And I have seen sometime when my gurus make the medicine in the Kalvam. Kalvam is the stone kind of a vessel on which they grind using another one stone. Fundamentally, the Kalvam is a stone, small stone piece, and using another stone, they will grind the herbs. Sometimes they will use different kind of stones for grinding the herbs. So, the whatever medicine is remaining in the Kalvam, after given to the patient, my guru will just wipe it, clean it and swallow it. Anyhow, listen to this. Ontology of the existence of God's beings I am revealing. You do not need to be fanatic or rock solid conclusion to live your life. Understand, binary logic teaches you, unless you come to the final conclusion, don't proceed. But don't you understand, in any field, you cannot come to final conclusion. Knowledge cannot be dead. In any field, if knowledge, the final conclusion is reached, then that field is killed. If somebody tells you, this is your God, only one God, there is no other God, your consciousness is killed. Your religious progress is destroyed. Your spiritual growth is over. Understand? Listen. In any field, come to cognition, not to conclusion. Cognitions can be upgraded. When more powerful cognitions come, you can raise to that. Actually, in Shakta Sampradaya, directly they will not even teach you the Devi mantra. In Shakta Sampradaya, Parashakti, Parameshwari, Rajarajeshwari is the ultimate. They will not teach you her mantra and her worship directly. They will first make you feel connected to one God, then next God, then next God. Because your cognitions get matured along with your Ishtadevata, along with your God, chosen ideal. Whether in the outer world or in the inner world. Understand, conclusions kills you. Cognitions keeps you alive. Cognitions helps you to grow further and further and further. Conclusions kills you once for all. If you are feeling connected to Rama and enjoying Rama Bhakti, enjoy it absolutely. Don't come to conclusion Rama is ultimate. Come to the cognition Rama is ultimate. Because suddenly tomorrow you may feel connected strongly with Hanuman, and that is perfectly accepted in Hindu tradition. And Rama himself will give you darshan as Hanuman. And suddenly, next day you feel connected to Paramashiva. Don't worry, it is accepted. Changing Ishta Devata or same Ishta Devata but changing the attitudes, bhava, or even changing the understanding about the Ishta Devata is allowed. In Hindu tradition, you may not change Ishta Devata, even the same Shiva. Initially you may feel like, Lord, oh, you are my Lord. Then slowly you may feel a little bit, I think he's my father, not just Lord, my father and mother. And I think he's my friend also. Hey, I feel he's sweet part of my life. Because even my secret things he is supporting me. Even my secret desires, or even in my secret life, he is doing whatever I want. I think he is my secret life partner also. There is nothing to hide from him. I can tell everything, whatever I want, and he does for me. I think he is my secret life partner also. He is my beloved too. Then, hey, he is one with me. Before even I think he is there thinking in me as I think. So the connection, feeling connection, understanding evolves. Understand? Possibility for evolution. Possibility for evolving is kept alive when you cognize. When you cognize the essence of today's satsang, cognize whatever I am teaching, because whatever I am teaching will evolve when you grasp inside. After having initiation, if you read my Living Enlightenment book or my Bhagavad Gita decoded book, you will have a completely next level of understanding. I tell you, this is one secret, most sacred secret. Once I was sleeping at the feet of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, holding his feet tightly. See, whenever I go to sleep near him, I used to have that insecurity that he will slowly move me away and go away. So I will hold his feet or his hand very tightly such a way that he cannot move my body without waking me up. That's the way that Indian kids sleep next to the mother. If you are born and brought up in India and Your mother all the time leaves you and moves away to do her work. And you hold her tightly and sleep. It's a unique technique. I'll hold his feet such a way that he cannot move his feet without waking me up. So I was holding his feet and sleeping. Noontime usually he will rest for a while, and so I will also sleep next to him holding his feet. I was holding his feet and sleeping. Maybe the word sleep was too small for the kind of the space I enjoyed, I experienced whenever I fell asleep near him. It was not like a sleep, and it used to be like the Turiya and Turyati, the space. So understand, one day I was sleeping. I could see very clearly, like he was walking and I was holding his finger and walking along with him. There was the forest of darba grass. So we were walking, and many grass, the darba grass, scratched his body and scratched my body too, and he was such soft being. I just tried to jump and try to wipe where the scratching was done on his body by the darba grass. There was like a slight bleeding, not too much, but slight, that bleeding kind of a thing. So I was thinking like, oh, even his body bleeds. Then in my body also there was a scratch, small scratches, and there was little, too tiny bleeding. And I did not have doubt about my body bleeding, because I always think that, okay, my body is physical body, but I was thinking that his body is also bleeding. Then I was inside itself, that idea is going on, that cognition. Oh, he is also physical body, I am also physical body, okay. When I slowly opened my eyes, I saw I am in the physical world. Then suddenly the doubt came whether I was in the dream or I was in the physical body. Then I just checked my body, that bleeding was there, that small bleeding was there. But in his body, the bleeding was not there. I asked him what it is. Why in that state both bodies were having bleeding, and now when I settled, your body was not having and my body is still having the bleeding. Understand, he said clearly. Listen to this very carefully. With the updating of the cognitions, even physical body gets updated. Upgrading of the cognitions, even physical body gets upgraded. He explained, actually in that state, all three of us, means both of us and that grass, all were in different plane. But same oneness. So the same effect on his body and my body. When we settled, I settled to physical body, but he is still not completely physical body. He retains his Divya Sarira. There, he was trying to show me and teach me a truth. All three are in the oneness space. So we all three function under one logic. Listen, this is a too important Paramashiva ontology. When a grass dhruva scratches your body and bleeds, it means you are functioning in a same logic. That dhruva can cut and your body can bleed. That is the logic. That is also called oneness. That is why I say, even with my enemies, I am in oneness. If we are functioning in a understandable logical framework, we are in certain kind of oneness. That is that is maybe a different frequency oneness, but that is oneness. If you understand this, you know how to be in absolute non-violence, and you will also know what your enemies are going to be doing. Ultimately, you know the whole logic. Listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. Even functioning in a understandable logic is a kind of a oneness. So Arunagiri Yogeshwara revealed this. It's a too subtle sacred secret. Listen. You can understand, if you understand this example, in the dream, listen to this. In the dream, sometime you will know how the other person is going to act or react. You will be talking for yourself. You yourself will be internally thinking that this is the way he is going to act, and exactly that's the way he will act. Actually, you are only acting as that person also. It is like a different balloons with the same air. If you have experienced this state which I am talking, you can understand what I am talking. If you just experience this state I am talking, where in your dream you talk for yourself, you talk for the person about whom you are dreaming, both. If you have had the taste of that state, or sometime in the satsang, when you are sitting deeply connected with me, you just know the next statements I am going to utter, and you will literally think this is what Swamiji is going to utter, and exactly I will be uttering the same statement. If you have tasted that state, if you have tasted this two state, you can understand what I am saying. Arunagiri Yogeshwara is telling, in that state, you, me, and the dhruva grass were in oneness. When we settled, you have settled into the physical body level. I have not settled into the physical body level. I am still in my Divya Sarira. That is why there is bleeding on your skin, but no bleeding on my skin. Understand the ontology of Paramashivagnana. Change of cognition brings even change of body. That is what I am saying, Kayakalpa. Last 2 years, residing in that Sri Kailasa space absolutely, to manifest that Sri Kailasa on the planet Earth, my very body has changed. Not just the way I exist, the way I operate, end to end has changed. And it is possible for you to change. Of course, I supported my system with no food, all this nirahara and all that. But anyone does nirahara does not go through the same change. All those small, small supports I did. But the result is not because of nirahara. Anyone does the nirahara does not go through the same change I went through. Listen to that. Listen carefully. First thing, do not always be arrogant to come to conclusion and then start the actions. Come to cognitions and start the actions, because the cognitions will get upgraded. If you come to conclusion and then act, after acting, sometimes even if you find the conclusion is not complete, you will not feel like upgrading yourself, because you already spent a lot of time, lot of work you have done on that conclusion. You will feel, oh God, I am already married to this conclusion and lived so many years. Now why unnecessarily rock the boat? Anyhow, life is over. Let me somehow pull it, drag it on. That will be like an Indian marriage. Indian marriage is a unique term I have. Listen to this. Dragging with the old conclusions is a dead life. Better understand, cognitions are the core of your intelligence, and start acting. And then be ready for upgradation of that cognitions. This is the fundamental truth you need to have to function and have enlightenment. It is ontology of Paramashiva. Listen carefully. Eschatology. The word eschatology, dictionary meaning of it, any system of doctrines concerning last or final matters as death, the judgment, the future state, etc. Eschatology of Paramashiva. Listen to this. Eschatology of Paramashiva. The last state are the after death happenings, the future state of your consciousness, you, as per Paramashiva. As per reality. Let me come to the clear conclusion. Understand one thing. Breath without sacrificing the depth. Depth without compromising on breadth. That is the uniqueness of multidimensional logic. X, Y, Z in all three, and then few more axes, in all uncompromising. Depth and breadth and length and intensity. Understand? I was talking about an article, some of the Chinese scientists discovering a huge black hole which is not matching with all the known theories, including Einstein's E equal to mc square. I'm telling you, I'll give you the most important sacred secret. Intensity of the existence. The Bindu dimension of Paramashiva reveals itself when beings get matured enough to grasp its existence. Now, that black hole which was revealed to the scientists shows human beings are matured enough to understand the truth. Causeless, inexhaustible source of energy is available, which does not need to get converted or which is not constant. Understand? Endless resource is available is the statement Paramashiva is trying to make to the humanity through revealing that huge black hole to the Chinese scientists. And I am telling you, the truth is actually little more than E equal to mc square. That whole conversion is more like this much. The scientists, the Chinese scientists, the main thing they are saying is such large quantity of energy is released, but nothing is reducing. That supposed to be reducing, increasing, that whole logic is not matching in this new black hole they discovered. That is what I am saying. If they add one more component, the intensity of the existence, they will be able to solve this whole problem. See, breadth is the intense length. Depth is the intense breadth. Time is intense length, breadth, depth. Space is intense time, length, breadth, depth. Bindu is intense time, length, breadth, depth, and conscious existence. Understand this flow of the formula I am talking. Suppose, this is a supposition. Suppose breadth is intense length, depth is intense breadth and length, time is intense depth, breadth, length, space is intense time, intense depth, intense breadth, intense length, intense depth. Bindu is intense length, intense breadth, intense depth, intense time, intense space, intense consciousness, existence. Bindu reveals its secrets when receivers evolve. Only for seeker. My declaration, I am Paramashiva, you are Paramashiva, will be understood. Only if you are a seeker, when I declare you are Paramashiva, I am Paramashiva, you will understand. Because the depth of the person is a basic need for the truth to resonate. Understand? In Indian marriage, one beautiful thing is, how much ever they fight, end of the day husband knows, she is there for me. You don't know. And she feels, whatever is done, he will not leave me. He is there for me. There is something underlying, connecting. Same way in you. When I say you are Paramashiva, even though I have not realized, my Swamiji told me, and I trust him and I feel it's truth. Then be very clear, you are a seeker, you are my disciple. We have that Indian marriage, unending, no divorce. Now we can build on it. But the foundation is established. The fundamental is established. Understand that. Understand the truth. Foundation is established. Fundamental is established. If the scientists continue to do research on this new black hole, which is revealing itself, then they will understand one point. I don't think even with this they will be able to understand the existence of consciousness, but one point they will understand: the endless resource, Swayam Prakasa, is possible. The endless resource, if you are convinced about it, only then you will be able to grasp the idea of consciousness. See, because the West considers death is end of the life, it cannot understand that you exist endlessly and you have endless energy. They feel what operates your body is energy. What operates your body is soul. No. What graces your body is soul. Understand? What graces your body is soul. You may decide to stop operating your body, does not mean you are dead. No. Understand this whole truth. I think I'm getting into the deep roots. Watch this satsang again and again. So every statement you will understand. Otherwise, you'll all feel like unconnected. I am not talking unconnected. I am just mapping the great truth with its intensity and depth. That is why I am suddenly talking about length, breadth, depth, and suddenly talking about the soul. You stopping operating your body is not you ending your existence. In the West, the moment you stop operating your body, you are considered to be ended. You end. With that cognition, when they look at the life, they feel endless resource is not possible. I am telling you, you are fundamentally endless resource. Anyone who has cognized is endless resource will understand. Death as per Paramashivanjnana does not fall under eschatology. Understand? Death as per the Western traditions falls under eschatology. Death as per Paramashivanjnana falls under ontology, not under eschatology. This is what I want to reveal. Listen. Eschatology of Paramashivanjnana eschatology of the West. You need to understand both. Death is not final as per Paramashivanjnana. Death falls under ontology, not under eschatology. See, with all this, I want you to come to this one cognition. We have endless resource. That's the first conclusion. Cognition. Second, that resources source is inside you. Third, you do not need to do any stupid, foolish sadhana to start using that endless resource. You just need to cognize, yes, I have. How do you know? Because my guru told me. My guru is pramana. He is pramana and truth enough for me to act. Whoever decides, Guru Pramana is equivalent to Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana, Sakshi Pramana, does not need any other practice to start using that endless resource from this moment. Understand? Eschatology of the West is ontology of Paramashivanjnana. Many things falls under eschatology as per the binary logic, falls under ontology as per the multidimensional logic. The endless resource. Understand one thing. I don't have any vested interest to teach you that you have endless resource. If I actually have a vested interest, I should tell you, you have only limited energy. I'll be supplying energy as per how much you pay. Based on that, I'll send the energy through meter. If I have vested interest, that is what I'm supposed to make you believe. But I am telling you, screaming you, you have endless resource. Inexhaustible resource. Not only that, you are Swayam Prakasa. I ask you to attend satsang so that you will not forget this truth. I will constantly remember the same truth. So you will start manifesting it. That's all. If I am planning to exploit you, I should tell, you all have the wiring. And every day I will send this much energy based on how much you pay. But I am telling you, we have endless resource. I tell you, very soon I will prove you do not need to hook to grid for even electricity. You don't even need to shit or pee to get electricity for your home. You just need to spit and your light your whole home. Your whole home will be lit. You don't even need to spit. You just enter your house, it's lit. You don't need to be connected to grid. Endless resource is available. You just need somebody to demonstrate. Then immediately you will say, hey, if he can do it, then I can also do it. That's all. That's all. See, many times when you see somebody swimming, you get the confidence and start swimming. That's all. It takes hardly few days. Just you need to see the swimmers and you will start. That's it. Same way, only consciousness. Much of what binary logic talks to you as eschatology is actually ontology in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, in Paramashiva Jnana. Endless resource. The more and more you are convinced about endless resource, you start appreciating endless resource. You will realize there is no death and all insecurity will disappear. Understand? My whole work is liberating human beings from this idea of limited resources only available. No. Endless resource energy is available. Humanity does not need to be stuck with the idea resources are limited. Resources are unlimited. When you understand that, you will start appreciating the existence. Because the concept of richness and poverty will go through havoc. Largest earthquake. Actually, with the grace of Paramashiva, soon one day I will prove these three statements even to the people of binary logic. Endless resource is available. It's available inside you, and you can just like that casually start manifesting and using it. The day I establish this to a binary logic people, that day there will be a huge earthquake for the concept of poverty and richness. The whole idea of poverty and richness will be shaken. Because when there is an endless resource, where is the question of poverty? And where is the question of superiority because of richness? Where is the question of rich people declaring their supremacy over the universe, over the planet Earth, over everything available? Rich people declaring supremacy is the worst racism on the planet Earth. Rich people declaring supremacy over the poor people is the worst racism on the planet Earth. It's 1,000 times ugly, worst, criminalistic than religious supremacy, color supremacy, race supremacy, gender supremacy, political supremacy, any other supremacy. The rich people declaring supremacy over the poor people. I tell you, the day I prove the binary logic people these three truths, endless resource is available, and it is available inside you, and you can start using it just like that. And I know I am closing it I'm getting really, really closer to it. I just need to map it more grounded into prajnana and make it into vijnana for every person who is trained in binary logic to grasp. Just little work, that's all. I'll do it. I'm doing it. The day I do that will be the greatest earthquake for the concept of rich and poor. Understand? For all my disciples who don't care about Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana, Sakshi Pramana, only Guru Pramana is enough. You all start manifesting it from today. And it is possible. Start treating your SDHD as shit. And it is shit. Declare your supremacy over your SDHD. Instead of declaring supremacy over the poor people, weak people, all that, declare your supremacy over your SDHD. Guru Pramana is the Brahmastra I have. With this strength of Guru Pramana, I declare my supremacy over my SDHD. Guru Pramana is the Trishula I have given you. With this Trishul, declare your supremacy over your SDHD. Endless resource is available. It's available inside you. You can just like that start using. Cognize these three. You will understand eschatology of the binary logic is ontology of multidimensional logic. I am not talking philosophy. If I am talking philosophy, you will not be able to move coconut. Remembering me, connecting with me. I am talking power. I am talking the words of Paramashiva. That is why when you connect with me and cognize, I am endless resource. Coconut moves just like that in front of you. You manifest powers just like that in front of you. I am Paramashiva's complete circuit. All points connected and welded. No missing link. No missing link is the definition of Swamiji. No missing link is the definition of Swamiji. Time tested, foolproof. Understand? Time tested, foolproof. No missing link. I'll continue in further satsangs because still I have two more words, epistemology and axiology. and I will expand more deeper truths and revelations. Paramashiva Jnana and Vijnana. Now, we'll continue the process. Today we will have a very powerful process. Listen. I insist. Listen, I am repeating. I insist on these three truths. You have endless resource of absolute consciousness inside you, which is dense form of energy. So, you have endless resource of energy. First thing. Second, listen. The endless resource of energy is within you. Third, you can start using them now. Hold these cognitions inside you now. And listen to this carefully. Visualize Paramashiva as powerful volcano, and that lava is Paramashiva's bliss oozing out in you, exploding. You just disappear into Paramashiva. Let your bone, being melt in Paramashiva's bliss lava. Sit with this powerful cognition. With the grace of Paramashiva, I'll connect you now. I'll connect all of us to Paramashiva now. And the space of Sri Kailasa, you will manifest powers today. This will intensely make you manifest powers. You can start manifesting powers today. Let's start. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
आमच्या पेरदीची शपथ हाय तुला मायभूमीची मरणाशी ஆதி அந்தமெங்கும் வேத நூல்களெங்கும் இவனின் ஜாலகத்தை சொல்லும் பாரடா
நல்கும் அருணாச்சல சிவமீதா. அதுவே தலம் அருணாச்சலம் தலம் யாவிலும் அதிகம். அது பூமியின் இதயம் அறி அதுவே சிவன் இதய பதியாம் ஒரு மருமத்தலம் பதியாம் அவன் அதிலே பதிவானொளி மலையாய் நிதம் அருணாச்சலம் எனவே. அருணாச்சல பேரற்புதலிங்கத்துருக்குள் ஆதிநாள் மார்கழியில் ஆதிரை அஜோதி எழும் ஈசனை மால் முன்னமரர் ஏத்தி வழிபட்ட நாள் மாசி சிவராத்திரி அம்மற்று. உருவாயும் மொழி மங்குகிரியாக தங்களருளால் உலகம் தாங்குவதற்கன்றி இங்குறைவன் சித்தனென என்றும் எனதுள்ளே பொங்கி ஒளிரும் குகைப்பல் போகமொடு என்றுள்ளே. எல்லா உலகும் தகையவியலால் புல்லாவினைகள் குணமாம் புகலீது இல்லாததுவாம் எது கண்ணுறலால் எல்லாரருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே எல்லாரருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே. தெரியல்லை உற்று கண்ணுற்றால் கருத்தினால் தூர கருதினால் உண்மே வருத்தமுறாது வராத வேதாந்த அறுத்த விஞ்ஞானம் ஆர்க்கும் உண்டாமே அறுத்த விஞ்ஞானம் ஆர்க்கும் உண்டாமே. யோசனை மூன்றாம் இத்தலவாசற்கு ஆசருதி கையாதியின்றியுமின் பாசமில் சாயுச்சியம் பயக்கும் மே ஈசனாம் என்றன் ஆணையினானே ஈசனாம் என்றன் ஆணையினானே.
இருப்பிடம் இத்தலும் தான் ஒன்றுவார் பிறக்கின்னாவும் உண்மையில் வந்தோய் துண்ணி ஒன்றுராது ஒழியும் தீயோர் முரண் ஒரு கணத்தின் கங்கி குன்று அருளை ஈசை
डम डम लेके चले हम विजय कमर चम बोले हर गंगे शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो जाना हमको है बस बढ़ते जाना हमने तो सीखा है तूफान से टकराना अपना लोहा तो दुनिया ने माना हमसे तो मुश्किल है दुश्मन का बच पाना आग सीने में है पाला चल रही सांसों में जाला हम तो पीते विष का प्याला साथ अपने त्रिशूल वाला शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शक्ति की हो न कभी कम मन में रहे विश्वास भी हरदम ज्योति कलश कभी हो नाम बोले हर गंगे स्वर की लहर में हो हर्ष की सरगम गूंजे गगन में डमरू की डम डम लेके चले हम विजय कमर चम बोले हर गंगे शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो भी हम सोचे वो करके छोड़े हम तो हवाओं का रुख भी मोड़े चाहे तो पानी से पत्थर तोड़े टूटे पत्थर को जब चाहे जोड़े हम है बंजारे दीवाने खाक दर दर की हम छाने मौत से लड़ना हम जाने वक्त से हारना हम माने शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शक्ति की हो न कभी कम मन में रहे विश्वास भी हरदम ज्योति कलश कभी हो नाम बोले हर गंगे स्वर की लहर में हो हर्ष की सरगम गूंजे गगन में डमरू की डम डम लेके चले हम विजय कमर चम बोले हर गंगे शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शिव शंभो
जागृतो महाविदण्डम् नगरोहितं नहि उत्तम स्वयं करो गदा प्रहारम्
वर की बल से भीम राम एक नर असुर गुण से साधुओं को डर करते रहते और भक्त सिर को काट करते वही हाल पर भोलेनाथ अंड पिंड भट कर अपर चंडी चामुंडी को लेकर शत्रुओं को इस मिट्टी में मिट कर दमन बाज कर तांडव रूप अमित दुर्ग घोर नरक कारण धरण मार्ग मनन समारस रहित ज्वलित भार नेत्र चारण दुष्ट दुर्ग जनवसी बदल
आमच्या पेरतीची शपथ हाय तुला मायभूमीची मरणाशी सरत लावून नशान डोंगर दर्यामंदी तुफान बेबान नाच करू रणाच्या भयानक कालामंदी वस्तू जीव शिवबाच्या पायावरी मावळा आम्ही तो आमचा मल्हारी मावळा आम्ही तो आमचा मल्हारी मावळा आम्ही तो आमचा मल्हारी 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 शिवबा आमचा मल्हारी 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 शिवबा आमचा मल्हारी शिवबा आमचा मल्हारी शिवबा आमचा मल्हारी
गनिम असू दे काळ नाग जहरी नाचू थैथया त्याच्या डोसक्यावरी
पोलादी मुठीनं दुश्मनाचे छाताळा फोडून रंगात पिऊ
पोलादी टाचन तुडवून शान
डोंगराला मातीचा मिळवून टाकू सौराज्य सद्गुराव राज्या परी शिवाचं आमचा मल्हारी शिवा शिवाचं आमचा मल्हारी, शिवाचं आमचा मल्हारी. मल्हारी मल्हारी मल्हारी, शिवबा आमचा मल्हारी. मल्हारी मल्हारी मल्हारी, शिवबा आमचा मल्हारी.
शिव शिव शंभो शंकर हर 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 महादेव भोले. श्री गंगधारी नमो नमः, श्री महेश्वराय नमो नमः. शंकर त्रिपुरारी नमो नमः, श्री दिगंबराय नमो नमः. श्री गंगधारी नमो नमः, श्री महेश्वराय नमो नमः. भोले भंडारी नमो नमः, श्री दिगंबराय नमो नमः. हमें देह ज्यादा रस रही अखियां तो रस कहाँ अटक गए तुम झंझट में. पूजे भोरी मरघट में आ जाओ, भोरे मरघट में. पूजे भोरी मरघट में आ जाओ, भोरे मरघट में. पूजे भोरी मरघट में आ जाओ, भोरे मरघट में. मरघट में, मरघट में, मरघट में. जय नीलकंठ जय महाकाल जय ओघड़दानी शिव भोले. तुमने तांडव जब है किया तब धरा गगन दोनों डोले. धरा गगन दोनों डोले, धरा गगन दोनों डोले. जय नीलकंठ जय महाकाल जय ओघड़दानी शिव भोले. तुमने तांडव
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्. Start manifesting powers today. With the grace of Paramashiva, I have awakened intense, endless resource of energy in all of you, especially in all my disciples. So start playing with all powers today. My blessings, not only you will move coconut or break coconut, you will move any matter you want. Today play with the power of moving the matter. Any matter you want, whether water bottle or anything in front of you, move it. It will move. My blessings. Today play with the powers. I am with you. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.